Hey guys, it's Mr. Dan back again with another review of a Shudder film. This time it's a 2022 Shudder original film called Spoonful of Sugar. A well-made, well-acted film that is kind of trippy and kind of out there and kind of goes in some unexpected places. A fairly unique effort. I may have admired it more than I enjoyed it, but it was certainly pretty good. I think it's worth watching. And it was a strange one. And I'll just go ahead and click the trailer now. You can peek at the trailer as I speak, or if you don't want any spoil. I don't think you're going to get spoilers, but if you don't want to know anything about it, you can look away or watch the trailer later. And this basically tells the story of a young woman named Millicent, who is trying to get a job babysitting for a couple who have a severely troubled child who is nonverbal and is on a variety of medications and is allergic to many things, and has some pretty protective parents who are quite dysfunctional. And this young lady is under the care of I'm going to use the word psychiatrist. If I'm using the wrong terminology, I apologize, but she is given a microdoses of LSD. And even though the doctor is saying we can pretty much cut that out now, she's trying to get more. You see the apple there. You see all kinds of crazy things in this film. She's actually lying to him because she's seeing visions. As she's speaking to him, she's watching a disembodied finger crawl across the floor, and she's saying, oh, everything's fine. I actually need a little more of that stuff, and he's trying to get her off of it. So eventually she keeps taking it, and some other characters take it as well. So this is a film that has lots of really out there visions in it. Most of the special effects work is pretty good. That finger that I mentioned before, that didn't look too great, I have to be honest with you. But once they established that premise, I thought there was going to be like more of the LSD-induced visions, but there's enough, so you know what's going on here. And it's basically about how this troubled young lady tries to develop a bond with this child, and she begins to have a conflict with the mom. And we learn that this young lady is a pretty troubled person. She has I believe it's a stepfather or maybe a foster father. She has a bizarre relationship with him, to put it mildly. And this is kind of a troubling film. This isn't like a Speak No Evil level of like disquieting. You're not gonna, it's not like that upsetting, but there's not a single relationship in this film that is appropriate. I'm talking about interpersonal. The husband and the wife are very dysfunctional. Okay, the wife mentions hints at a former dalliance that the husband had with a previous babysitter. The husband's relationship with the babysitter is not appropriate. The girl's relationship with her stepfather or foster father is not appropriate at all and strange. And there's a lot of more things that are hinted at than are seen in this film. Thank goodness. The professional relationships are not appropriate. What she's doing as a babysitter. She's kind of going behind the back, and she has her own ideas about how to take care of the child, contrary to what the mother wants. The doctor, she's in consultation with this doctor, and at one point he puts his hand on her knee, and that gets uncomfortable. And it's basically everything comes to a head at the end. It's a strange one. I don't want to say too much more. It was an interesting film, pretty original, I have to tell you that. Well acted, well made. There were a few times I was kind of questioning like the scene changes, the editing, but we're talking about characters that are on LSD and seeing things, so that kind of explained that. Yeah, a strange one. If you're into that kind of thing, check it out. Hour and 34 minutes on Shudder. Let me know if you guys have seen it and what you think. Later.